This video is for one of my fellow RC outlaws that asks the question why his truck prematurely starts lifting a tire when it starts climbing steeply and how to fix it. So I thought I'd just do a quick video tonight and show you the methods I use to do it. I'm not saying it's the best, smartest, or whatever way, but all I know is I can make a scale truck climb like a comp truck. And if you go with me crawling someday, you'll find out it's an amazing truck. And like I said, I don't use that word very often, but it is. I've done 4 years of work on this thing, and it works great. First thing, make your axle, the front axle, heavy. This is a metal axle. I think it's steel or something. I don't know what the center part is, but I brassed everything else out. That'll help keep the weight down and keep the nose down because it won't want to wheelie. Another thing I do is the limiting straps, and what you'll see underneath here is, I'll try to zoom in for you. If you look in here, there's a zip tie that's actually tied around a shoestring, and that shoestring goes up farther into the chassis, up higher. So what that allows this to do is when it starts climbing, it limits the amount of extension it can have, but I can still get full left and right flex out of it. I can have it completely flexed out left or right, and that limiting strap does not take any of that articulation away. It will, however, limit the amount of extension that it has during climbs, and I cannot get full extension on both shocks simultaneously because I wanted to have that front end tied down a little bit so that it can't wheelie up and raise the center of gravity of the motor and the mass of the chassis. So it throws away the center of gravity when you do that. Also, a lot of people use Desert Lizard shocks that will keep, it's basically forced droop. I don't use the Desert Lizards, they're fine, but I just never got into it. What I have done is added a strap here. I call it a shock strap, and it's just tensioned in a way that tends to pull the truck down. It can still allow for full articulation when the truck needs it for obstacles. However, it will keep the body from rolling during side hills, and it will also help to limit the amount of shock unloading as the truck goes steep. And I've also done that on the back with the same basic concept. I've added the shock straps here, and it's probably not showing up well on the video, but here is one of them, and it's literally just tied to the frame, tied to the end of the shock body there. And oops, that didn't need to happen. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, what these do, I've also, you can see the one right here, and this I can't tell you how much tension I have other than to tell you it's the right amount, and that is over time from what I figured out it needs in order to have the best result. My Gen 7 has it, my Capra has it, and I guess my SCX10 has it. On the Capra and SCX10, these are not elastic. This is 1/2 inch wide elastic from Jo-Ann Fabric. The ones I made for the Capra and the SCX10-3 are cut inner tubes, and I think I like the fabric ones better. They just seem to be a little more durable. And if you end up needing it to be a little bit tighter, just unscrew it where it's convenient. Put the screw through a higher place up on the strap. Once again, this will allow full extension. It doesn't necessarily allow full extension, like if the back wheels are hanging, but it's close. But all these things that prevent movement, it'll still fully articulate on obstacles. But if this one is hanging in the air, suppose it's sitting on the frame up here, and there's no weight, and no weight is being taken by the wheels, they're literally just hanging. I will lose a little bit of wheel hang, but it's not much. It's worth having these bands here because it gives it a steeper climb, because it will limit the amount of torque twist. It will also give it a steeper side hilling. So that is how I deal with this, and like I said, it works out really well. This was a game changer right here. This first thing I showed you, when I have the shock the limiting strap on the front, and I used the zip tie looped into a shoestring here, because that way I could pull the zip tie and get the amount of extension I wanted on that. And it's loose. It's loose when it's not being activated as far as, you know, full axle extension, but it gets there, and then it's going to limit everything. And all these things don't give away a whole lot of chassis articulation at all, but they do greatly limit the amount of unwanted body roll and shock extension. I hope that helps. Take it or leave it. It's free advice. It's what works for me. And like I said, I've got scale trucks that beat comp rigs, and I've got the videos in my video history here at YouTube to prove it. So take it or leave it. But that's all I got for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later.